Now go to the Sublime Text Editor and open the project which we have cloned right now. In that, under app folder, open main.py. So we can see that. So just for your revision, in this main.py, we have written all the code related to the user wishlist app, right? So for that, we have initiated the Flask instance and connected the Flask instance to the database. So we have used PostgreSQL database previously, and the tables are the models of the tables are defined in this models.py, and we initialized a DB here, which is SQL Alchemy object, and we imported that models.py and this DB instance in main.py. Okay, and we wanted to connect our Flask app to that database by using this particular line, right? So this is kind of an authentication component for our Flask app, which is using the username, password, host, port, and the database name, right? So we have configured our Flask app with all these authenticating components, and we wanted to connect this app to the database, right? So the initialization and creating the session and all are happening here. And then we connected our Flask app with Redis, with the host name as Redis and the port name and all. And then we defined all the routes, as in if the path strikes the root, this file should be rendered, this HTML file should be rendered. And for save, this code should be executed and all. Right, so we if at all there is any new information, we are saving that into the database, and we are also retrieving the database if it is already present in the database or in the Redis. So all this functionality we have defined in this main.py, right? So now that we want to deploy this application onto Kubernetes, that is GKE Google Kubernetes Engine, we need to keep in mind some of the things. First of all, we can't write all this sensitive information, as in the password, which is this, the password, the username, the database name. We can't just write it just as a part of the main code. So we should keep them separately so that things are modular and also the security is not compromised. Okay, so and also the next point is, when we want to deploy an application on Kubernetes, we need to create the Kubernetes resources, the Kubernetes objects like the deployment object, service object, ingress object, and any other object relevant in our scenario, right? So we have to define all those YAML configuration files, and we also need to make sure that our security is not compromised. So we have to change this particular line such that it is able to it is not exposing any sensitive information directly in the code, but we are going to use some other method using which we are going to make sure that our authenticating data, the authenticating components are modularized from this code, and also they are correctly used by Kubernetes. Okay, so we are going to do that step now. So first, let us head to create the deployment YAML configuration files, service configuration files, and all. So if you remember here, this is DB, which is host, right? And this is the database. Sorry, this is the database name, port. So all these things, when we have used Docker Compose file, we have configured those information in this environment variables in the Docker Compose file of this DB service, right? So this is the DB service, and that is the reason we have written DB over here. And then the database name and the password and all. So we have configured that information in the Docker Compose file under the DB service as its environment variables here, and it's poked, right? So all the information is encoded as an environment variable or as environment variables under the DB service. So very similarly, now we no longer need to use the Docker Compose. So when we were using Docker to host it locally, or when we were using Docker to establish communication between various containers, various Docker containers, we used Docker Compose. But right now, our main goal is to deploy this application onto Kubernetes, where the Kubernetes takes care of the networking amongst the containers and all. So the kind of services and the kind of networking and all the other remaining factors are kind of different from the Docker Compose file, right? So we no longer need this Docker Compose file. Rather, we will be proceeding to create the Kubernetes component, Kubernetes configuration files, YAML files for services which help in networking amongst all the containers in the Kubernetes, and deployments which contain the information as in how to deploy an application, like which image to use, what is the name of that container we want it to have, and any other environment variable. So we will be doing all these things in the YAML configuration files. So under this project folder, create a new folder with name K8s. Okay, K8s here, and then hit enter. So K8s is a folder is created right now, right? So create a new file and name this file using Control and S as web deployment.yaml. Okay, so just for your recap, we have various Kubernetes objects like deployment, services, ingress, namespace, and many other things. So right now, so any individual container application running inside a single container, we need to define the deployment, where the details of which image to use and how many pods, all those information will be written. And then the service. This service enables these particular pods of this deployment to be reachable by other containers, right? Or other services. So we also want to define service, right? So I'm creating a new file under the same K8s folder, and I'm going to save it, Control S, and give it a name web service.yaml. Okay, so first let us define these two files and then proceed to the next